Better hurry, spark it open, no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Hey.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize
We're
I was on
live.
me. What's up, y'all?
Alright. Yo.
What's up? I'm screaming. It feels like.
Yeah, don't scream into the mic, crazy. Oh my
Take it
god.
over.
Really, dude? Already?
No, take it over.
I'm joking. We were
I
like the
know.
mic is just all weird and set
It's
up,
just
but-
loud.
Yeah, just loud. Well, I kind of turned it down to be honest, but what is up, guys? We appreciate you guys so much for joining another episode of 10 Talks, and today is the Four Loco pod. Kind of.
For you.
For me. I drank half a Four Loco, and I feel sick.
That's your problem.
I know it's my problem, and
You agreed to
I
that.
just finished doing a kick stream where everyone's telling me to finish it, and I was like, dude, if I finish it, I'm going to the hospital. I finished like 25% of it, and I was just telling Riley a second ago, I was like, I don't think I can do today's episode. I was like, I feel sick right now. I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, we almost had to cancel.
I didn't even drink half of it. That shit is dangerous as hell, dude. I would never do that ever again. Even without the caffeine. It's so nasty. It tastes nasty. I feel nasty. It smells nasty.
Yeah, I was never one to partake in the Four Loco.
I'm feeling nasty. I'm kidding. But you didn't even want to take a sip.
Yeah, like I just said, I wasn't one to partake in the Four Loco as a child.
But as a child, it's not a children's thing. But I'm just saying you could have tasted it.
It's like
Pause.
a 16-year-old thing.
It kind of is. The first time I did it was when I was like 16, 17. But it's like you have to. It could have like tried it because you never tried it. But we could do we could save that for a YouTube video.
When I got here, it was already fucking warm.
No, it wasn't.
It was like
dude.
70 degrees.
The fucking temperature thermometer thing we have like has to be calibrated because
No.
I
What?
was thinking about the chat and I said babe. But also babe and chat. The fucking thing was cold. Like right now, the table. If you touch the table is not as cold as that bottle was. If I touch like this metal's not even as cold as that bottle was. The can was cold, babe.
It doesn't matter if the can's cold. It doesn't mean the liquid inside is cold.
Yes, the can is so thin. It can't hold any temperature on its own.
That's not true at all.
The only temperature the can can hold is the liquid. Is the temperature of the liquid.
That's not true at all.
Bruh, dude. We can't get into science talks right now when we're so lit.
Anyways,
you know what we should get into? I'm not sure we should get into this in the first topic, but we have something really concerning to get into today. Nasty and concerning. But we should wait a little bit. I think like at least like 5-10 minutes until we get into that. Guys, okay, so what happened to get us you know how like there's like those TV shows where it's like here's how I got into these shoes. You know what I mean? Like there's like a little rewind thing. Like this is how I got here. Like, hey, my name's Yuriy. Like this is how I got into this spot. And it's like me being chased by like a bunch of bulls or something like that. But this is how we got into these shoes right here, or how I got into them. I did an IRL stream the other day on Hollywood Boulevard, and I was doing it on YouTube, right? And guys, recently YouTube has been so on my ass, bro. Where like back in the day, you hear a little copyrighted music, you know, maybe a famous Michael Jackson song or Katy Perry, doesn't matter. Like you hear a famous copyrighted song nearby, usually YouTube's like, whatever, you know? For some reason, YouTube with my Yuriy channel is just like, they I don't know, like they really are on top of it, where like you hear one fucking boom boom boom, like it's over with. Like they hear like 3 little bass drums or like hits, it's like they're already like, are you sleepy?
no.
They're already like kind of like on top of it, you know what I mean? So I did the stream the other day, and basically on YouTube I had to end it. Sorry to be boring.
I'm not bored.
Really, dude?
Yes.
You're like,
I already told you how like exhausted I am. Like we were up hella late last night and I had to wake up early and like go to work. Yeah, we were.
doing what?
Really?
I don't remember.
We were up late though.
Oh.
And then I had to go to work early.
Okay,
and I just
sorry,
got back
sorry,
home, so
dude.
shut up. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
You're not boring me, but anyways, yes, I remember you kept getting taken down for your copyright. And I was like thinking the same thing, like you're not usually hit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And also like the I got hit the first time, okay, so be it, because I was right next to a speaker, but the second the next 2-3 times I got hit, there was no music playing. It was just like I was just walking around talking to the chat. There was no music playing at all, and it took me down. And I'm sure it took me down for the same copyright that it took me down 5 minutes prior, but like it just re-hitting me on the same stream. And like I think YouTube thinks that there's a lot of YouTube streams of like just like, you know, lo-fi music or hip hop music, 24/7 live stream music. Like I think YouTube thinks that I'm that. I swear.
Why? Because you always play that copyright free music?
Because of the 24-hour streams, maybe because of the copyrighted music, the 7-day London stream, like just a lot of the endless streams, and also a lot of the copyright issues. I think YouTube thinks I'm fucking like a copyright channel that's just playing music the whole time. Really? Anyways, I don't know what to do about it, but the whole reason why I'm in the shoes I am here now is because I hopped off YouTube. I went to Kick. I was already too drunk, dude. I was already way too lit, but I walked into a liquor store and I was like, we'll get a Four Loco thing, and then we ended up getting the Four Loco thing, and then Riley picked me up to take me home. This sounds like some parent shit, but Riley picked me up to take me home, and once Riley picked me up, I realized I was too drunk, dude. I was just like, bro, I'm like way too fucking lit here, so I came home and I went to sleep, basically. But today, I opened up the Four Loco, and I drank like a quarter of it, and I feel terrible. I feel like I should not have done it.
Yeah. What's even in it?
I don't know.
Do people even know what it is?
I don't know. Alcohol and juice.
Yeah, but what kind of alcohol? Well, it used to be an energy drink kind of thing, right?
Well, it just had caffeine in it.
Yeah,
but,
so it was like an energy drink, like a vodka Red Bull type thing. But...
Yeah. I don't know how like it was in Canada, but I think Four Loko set the precedent. No, actually, no, it was Four Loko and Redline. I think Four Loko and Redline like set the precedent of caffeine regulations. Where back in the day, like Four Loko came out, there was alcohol and caffeine together. Now, shout to Uncle Deadly. He gave me the Rockstar. I think it's on the floor. I think it fell, but I have the Rockstar from Canada. That's like a alcoholic Rockstar, but it's Rockstar without caffeine. Only reason I fucking drink Rockstar is honestly for the flavor, but also for the caffeine. So
you always say it's not even for the caffeine. You always say it's just for the flavor.
It really is for the caffeine though.
Oh, now
as
it
well.
is.
No, but it's for the flavor as well. If it was just for the caffeine, I would fucking snort Coke.
Okay, that's kind of aggressive for
well,
that. When
okay.
there's a lot of different ways you can
I would
caffeine.
drink coffee.
Yeah,
there you go. I would drink an
jeez.
espresso. There, like I don't know what it's called, a cappuccino. The strongest. What's the tiny coffee drink that's super strong?
Espresso.
I would drink an espresso if I cared about the caffeine. Espresso if I cared about the caffeine. I like the energy and I love the flavor. I like the energy, love the flavor. That's the thing. But the energy, to be honest, at this point, I really realized the Rockstar kick for me lasts like an hour. It's like 45 minutes to an hour. After and also I noticed the crazy decline where like if I drink a Rockstar, once the Rockstar phases out, like I'm even double tired afterwards. Like if I was already tired, I drink a Rockstar, I'm good for a little bit. Afterwards, I'm like hell, like just like feeling so drained, and I feel like I need another Rockstar, and I'm like, bro, I can't drink 2 Rockstars in a day.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like that with coffee too. Where it's like I kind of want a midday coffee, but I'm like, ew, no. Like I can't do that to myself. It's so dehydrating.
Oh yeah, it is.
And hella milk.
What's like the world record for like amount of coffee cups in a day?
Oh, I don't know. There's hella people who are like really big coffee drinkers.
Like they drink it all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
Cause okay, I don't think we've seen this episode of like Futurama, but there's an episode of Futurama where Fry gets like a bunch of free government money, like EBT or some shit like that, and he decides to spend all of his EBT money on coffee. So he ends up getting 100 cups of coffee, and after he drank the 100th cup, he became like Flash. Like he was able to fucking run everywhere super quickly. What do you think would happen, like realistically, if you drink 10 cups of coffee?
I don't know. I get shaky, so.
Really? You're so out of it
I
right now.
have no clue. I would not ever drink 10 cups of coffee. Like, I literally can only drink 2 cups in the morning, and then I start kind of feeling sick.
I feel like you drink like 1 in the morning.
Drink 2.
Also, once again, apologies, guys. Riley just got off work, so she's hella out of it and tired. And also, I just...
You're being, like, extra because I'm answering all your questions. Thanks.
You're, like, off lean right now.
Okay.
Off a perk 30. Anyways, the reason why I brought that up, though, is, like, Riley's tired because of work. And also, I drank the fucking Four Loco. I regret doing that. Next week, Saturday...
Mm-hmm.
Next week we're going to be doing 10 talks.
No, we're not. We can't.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind. Well, that ruins that whole the whole thing. Well, we're going to be moving 10 talks from Sunday to Saturday, basically, is the whole announcement here. Because honestly, it is super unfair to Riley that she has to work a full day shift, wake up hell early in the morning, go all the way to work, come all the way back, and then do 10 talks after, where people are like, oh, Riley seems tired. It's because, yes, like, she is genuinely exhausted. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. And also the Four Loco situation. I really regret drinking that shit. It is so gross, bro.
What time did you start drinking that?
I would have to check the stream. I think 4:30.
Yeah.
What time? You came home like at 6:30.
No,
so
I came home around like 5.
You see, the Four Loco's only out for 30 minutes before you came home, and you're saying it's warm.
It was.
It was not warm.
No, by the time you offered it to me, it wasn't already an hour out.
Now it's probably warm. When you touched it earlier, it was cold for sure. But anyways, like, yeah, guys, we will be moving the streams to the 10 Talks episodes to Saturday. But the reason why we said we couldn't do it next week is because next week we might not be able to do an episode of 10 Talks. But in return, and not just in return, but like if we're not able to do 10 Talks, what I think it will be even like, just as cool is, if not cooler, is I'm going to be linking up with Fulcrum to do an IRL stream. Fulcrum is getting into IRL streaming. Well, I think he's done IRL streams before, but like he actually has a live view set up now, so he's gonna start doing live view IRL streams. And he was saying he's down to link up with me and do some shit together. So we're gonna link up and do some sort of stream together. But I'm trying to think of what we can do. I'm not sure if I'm super brave enough to smoke in a restaurant live. I'm done doing an escape room. I feel like that would be sick. And I feel like there's a lot of escape rooms out there. Either way, so that's the kind of like...
I don't even know if there is.
Your area is like, it's like so expansive. Like, I'm sure there's at least a place 20, 30 minutes out, like somewhere. There's like so many different areas. Either way, guys, there's something that Riley and I really have to talk about. No, I'm yawning. There's something Riley and I really have to talk about. Last night... I forgot what time, but was it last night or was it this morning?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday, right? All I remember was I was out of the room. I come into the room and Riley's holding a Gatorade bottle, looking absolutely disgusted.
No, I discovered this while you were on your stream live yesterday.
And you didn't say anything?
No, and then I forgot what I think we were going to take a shot or something, and I was getting chased, and I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you this.
I'm telling you, like, I had left the room, and I had, when I was coming back, you were holding and you were like, babe, I forgot to tell you. And like, Riley was holding the Gatorade bottle, and Riley 100% dead ass off stream, no lulls, no jokes, looked at me and said, babe, did you come in the Gatorade bottle? And I was like, what? I was like, no. I was like, what the? And I felt weird even answering the question. It's like being accused of some heinous crime where even if you say no, it makes you look sus. And I was like, no. I was like, what? I was like, no, I did not do that. And you're like, babe, it's okay. Like, you could tell me. And I was like, no. I was like, I did not. You asked me like 2-3 times.
Yeah, because I was like, please tell me this is what it was, so I don't have like any other weird fluids in my mouth.
And I was like so like offended that you like were seriously asking.
Orange, so.
And you see, and like, okay, so I was so offended that you were like, oh, did you come in this Gatorade bottle, close it, and then put it back in the mini fridge? On top of it, you were dead ass. And then I was like, dude, why? And then after you like really believed me finally, I was like, why would you ask me that? And you're like, don't get mad at me, babe. Like, you fucked an orange before. That was when I was 17, a virgin, and fucking horny beyond belief. I'm in a loving relationship with the most beautiful girl on earth. And you think I have to fuck a Gatorade bottle?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you just had a night where you yanked it and it went into the Gatorade bottle, and that's why I had to ask.
You see, we've talked about this on Reconnected before. If I'm gonna yank it and there's like an unexpected explosion of some liquids, I'm going to the toilet. The toilet is the first place. And the people are giving me like weird looks last time on Reconnected when I said this, but I'm like, no, it's going to the toilet. Like, that's the easiest thing to do. Why would I go to a Gatorade bottle?
I don't know.
Anyways, okay, we got past all that. I didn't do it, and I was confused why Riley was asking this question, guys. You won't be able to see it right now if I pull it up on screen because it's like you have to really look at it, but it's still in the fridge.
Why did you keep it?
I'll put it on the table. It's still in the fridge. Let me show you guys. Look at how much of this Gatorade is drunken. About 80% of this Gatorade is drunken, both by Riley and I. Both of us drank this Gatorade. If you take a look at the bottom of this and swish it around like that, you see this soapy, milky, stringy, phlegmy substance in here. And I told Riley earlier today, I was like, oh, what flavor is this? Oh, Glacier Freeze. Let me mix it around and see if it like dissolves. No. This shit, I could see it right now. It looks like cum. It looks like cum. And this is what I was asking Riley is like, I think I got these Gatorades from a grocery store. A 7-Eleven. I got it from 7-Eleven. What are the chances someone's gonna purchase a 7-Eleven Gatorade, cum in it, and then put it like? Also, wouldn't we one of us notice that there's a crack or not? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
How this mysterious phlegmy.
But okay, dude, if you look down the whole. Okay, I'm gonna post on Instagram. I'm gonna post it on Instagram right now. No one's gonna know what the hell I'm talking about, guys. But if you follow me on Instagram, Harmonious Yuriy, you guys will be able to see what the fuck I'm talking about here. Let's just give it a little moment of silence, just so you guys, my face, just so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about here.
Bruh. Ew.
Okay, I posted it. What is that? If Riley and I drank cum
Juice
from someone else, what the fuck do we do? We have to get tested or some shit. Like, that's... I don't even know what the... Like, we can't even sue Gatorade because Gatorade's going to be like, you guys put this in here.
No, we didn't.
I know we didn't, but I'm saying, like, how can we even prove it? It's like, we just discovered this afterwards. They're going to be like, who knows where that... Dude, the more I look at it, the more upset I get. That's fucking cum.
Dude, don't make me throw up right now. Because I literally drank it.
I drank it too.
But I actually drank it. And I spit it back.
I've came in the toilet before, and it looks just like that.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
And
I would hope that you would know what that looked like. Fuck.
I told Riley too that I've seen other videos of people like with like Capri Suns or like other packaged drinks, and they'll do opening videos where they're like, oh my god, there's a worm in here. And I've seen like update videos where that family tries to sue the company, and the company always says the same shit, which is if there's no video of you like opening it fresh and showing it like that, they're like, we can't take any accountability for it. Like, you could have put that in there type shit.
And that's why I asked.
But if this is like, if we can prove that this is not my cum, like some random person's cum, there's no way we would do that. Like this is a fucking Gatorade lawsuit on our hands right now. But how do we prove it's cum? Do we take it to a doctor? What do we do?
Take it to a doctor.
Oh, like the best, I'm kind of being, I'm joking, but I'm serious here. Like at this point, our best option.
But is it a Gatorade lawsuit or is it a grocery store lawsuit?
I don't know. I think Gatorade, but like I think at this point, our best option, realistically, because of like how annoying and weird that sounds, it's like it sounds like we just have to like hope for the best and be like, I hope it wasn't cum, whatever. But it's like, no, if we really want to be serious about our health and shit like that here, like we should contact someone and be like, dude, like, can you guys take a con swab of this and test it? It's weird that I keep looking at it too.
Yeah, okay, and
all right, whatever, dude. Anyways, this has been kind of like a mystery on our hands the past
day
10 hours. I don't know, like 20 hours, something like that. But the more I talk about it, the more silly it sounds, and that's why I keep looking at it, because I'm like, that looks like what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's it.
Why do you want me to throw it?
I just wonder, like, what would be like the repercussions? Like, what could happen to us? Can you get pregnant?
No. Are you serious? Really? Why are you silent like that?
I'm like, no?
No, obviously not,
Okay.
Yuri. That's not how you get pregnant.
All right. I don't know. It's all in the insides.
Okay.
Anyways, that was just like an important piece of information we had to bring up. Guys, also, let's just say this really quick. Riley and I forgot to go to the P.O. box again, dude. Again. What happened?
No, we went last week.
No, we didn't. We forgot last week. And I told them we would go this week.
I know we didn't.
Yes, we
did.
did.
We didn't have anything last week. I did check last week because I sent something out last week.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Because someone DM'd me saying like, yo, there's something waiting in your P.O. box. And that was like a week ago. And then someone else DM'd me.
Maybe it was after the 10 Talks.
Regardless, guys, we forgot to go to the P.O. box. Next week for sure. There's 2 things, at least minimum 2 things at this point that have been sitting in there waiting for us to get them. But either way, apologies for anyone that has sent us anything. But regardless, if you guys do want to send us anything, we will be doing P.O. box openings every 10 Talks on Sundays or Saturdays from now on during the show. Also, one thing I was going to say, guys, is Riley and I kind of came up with this idea the other day on stream, but when we were doing the decorating stream, if you guys want to send us anything to the P.O. box titled like Christmas opening package, so basically around Christmas, like around the week of Christmas, Riley and I will do a stream where we open up all the quote unquote Christmas packages from the P.O. box. Like, it doesn't actually have to be a present, guys. Like, it can be like, you know, like your merch or whatever it is, but like you can literally title something Christmas package and we will save it to open up for the Christmas stream, just because like I feel like it'd be an interesting idea, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I think I saw Hyphonics do this and a couple other streamers as well, where like the month or 2 months before Christmas you like build it up, and then on Christmas you have a whole stream dedicated to unboxing all these items and seeing what it is. So if you guys want that opened up for the Christmas thing, just title it like for the Christmas openings. Regardless, we have the P.O. box if anyone wants to send us anything for us to react to as well. I'm kind of glad we got to the Gatorade thing, but it's gonna bug me for a minute. Either way, also guys, I want to talk about this. I am officially, I think, like a movie star. No?
You are.
What's a lower tier of movie star?
You're an actor.
An actor.
A working actor.
There you go. Should I get part of SAG?
Sure.
Do you sign up for it, or is it like a I don't know,
if you do like 2 union jobs, then you're officially part of SAG, or you have to join the SAG or whatever.
What's it?
Like if you're part of 2 like major.
Does the Blasey thing count?
Projects. It's not a SAG. project. I don't think.
Well, okay. So basically, huge. Oh, number one, huge shout out to Blasey for including me in this. Shout out to Six Films. Six Blasey's videographer, also the Sandbox's videographer that does all their vlogs and stuff. He's the dude who also did this commercial, but they hit me up saying, Yuri, could you help with this commercial? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And I even told Riley about it, where I had to go twice to go link up with Blasey and Six to go film for this thing, and both times I was kind of like, especially since I had to drive so far to do it, both times like it was like a 5 or 10 minute thing. And then once we finished, I was like, is that it? They're like, yeah. And I was like, in my head, I was like, like I didn't understand the vision. You know what I mean? I was kind of thinking like, bro, like that's all you need. You know, like I didn't really understand like what the whole video, and they weren't explaining it to me either. They didn't tell me what the video was going to be. They were just saying, all we need is this. And I was like, all right, like cool, fuck it. Like we finished. But once the video came out, I really understood what the video was supposed to be about. And it came out really cool. I fuck with it. Like the whole idea, you know, like
the story.
Yeah, the story of everything being filmed from the bag, of all these different people coming across the bag, and then the cop is like, "We're taking the bag into evidence," and then boom, the bag is in an evidence box right over here. Oh fuck! The ashtray bag actually comes in an evidence box that has all these evidence stickers they could put wherever you want, like to customize it, and the bag is the ashtray. I was like, bro, that's so sick. It's like a whole storyline built off this ashtray.
Yeah.
And like, not to hype up, you know, like not hype up, but like fucking glaze Blasey and Six too much, but I didn't like see all this until after I saw the video. I was like, whoa, I was like, that's actually really cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the movie magic.
I know.
Take like something super small and then it makes it look like so crazy behind the camera.
But with me, it's like I'm like the homie, right? Like I don't care. I'm down to go. I'm down just to go post up and kick it. You know what I mean? Like just smoke some spliffs and just kick it and talk. But when they invited me, it's like we filmed those like short little scenes and that was it. And I was just like, all right, whatever. I didn't question it. But the last scene with the cop, they actually have like a cop car because you could tell about the lighting and stuff like that. And also they have that cop actor. I was kind of thinking like, dude, that cop actor seemed official. Like, imagine you can't hire a cop actor for 10 minutes. Like you're probably hiring them for like an hour or two, you know? Like imagine getting hired for an hour or two and your whole line is just like, put it in the bag or put it in the evidence room. Like he just had like one line, you know what I mean? Like, and I bet you took like 5 shots to get and it was over with. It's kind of so interesting. But but realistically, it's like, yeah, like
just how it works.
This is not a YouTube video. This is not a movie. This is just like a
commercial.
IG video, and it has to be super short and sweet. It's kind of interesting, right? Mm-hmm. But either way, like
no, it looked really good. Shout
out to Blasey for making me a part of that, part of another thing that he has to do. It's like he doesn't have to make me a part of it at all. There's a lot of other people he could work with for sure, but I appreciate the fact that he had me, in that shit, and it came out really cool, I think, as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, like I said, I don't want to glaze too much, but the ashtray, I don't have it on the table right now, but the ashtray, the duffel bag ashtray is right now my favorite ashtray out of all of the Blasey ashtrays. Not because it's the newest, but I told Blasey this with the Ash on Me Ashleys, like and also the bend over bakey, I can't have them on my table over there because my table is where I keep the ashtrays is right next to my window, and also the window, like, the wind will blow in and like it'll blow the ash out, or sometimes Riley and I will just be smoking and we'll be like coughing or breathing and we'll blow the ash out because it's like sitting right there. But with the duffel bag ashtray, it's like perfectly contained. It's like you're ashing inside of a bag. So it's like the best ashtray for me at this point. It's not gonna spill any ash anywhere, and it looks super sick. Mm-hmm. Either way,
I agree. I like it.
How are you feeling, babe?
I'm so exhausted.
What are you gonna do after this episode? Just go straight to sleep?
No. Why are you already bringing that up?
I was just asking. I want to get some conversation. I just talked for the past like 20. Like I just.
Well, you were describing the commercial. I have nothing
and I was trying to talk
to do with the commercial, but
all I'm saying is I have nothing else to say, so I'm trying to talk to you, and you're like, why are you talking to me?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't call out my tiredness.
I'm not calling out your tiredness. I'm trying to get some conversation out of you because we're talking here.
Okay.
Really, dude? You just say one-liners and then like put it right back on my shoulders.
Really down?
Yeah, dude. That's all the topics I had written down.
No way.
Yes.
That's it?
Yes. Just those two. That's what I was telling you. I was like, what would you like to talk about today?
What's this?
I'm not just going to... oh, you just deleted everything.
Oh, my bad. Well, you'll remember that.
I'm not just going to bring that up.
Well, I asked Instagram.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Up?
Thank God. Oh, bring up some of those.
Okay. Well, you could...
Really, dude?
Anyways.
No. You, like, bro... You can't you can't click your way through the Tentalks.
Click? What do you mean?
The movie Click.
Oh my god!
That's
like pause and then fast forward.
I try to talk to you and you're like, you take out the Click movie button and you like hit pause and you give me a robot, Riley.
Thanks.
Oh my, really, dude? Oh, dude.
Okay. Anyways, I asked Instagram to ask us questions because I thought it'd be good to.
We've never done that before.
Do something like that.
I'm scared to see what types of messages
you
got.
I should have filtered through these first.
Can we expose some people?
Why?
I'm sure you got some out-of-pocket ones. Let me read some out-of-pocket ones.
Hold on. Let me read.
Let me read.
Should we read their names or just keep it anonymous?
Well, if it's like just a nice message, I don't think it's a big deal, right? But whatever you think. Okay, let's keep it anonymous.
All right, let's start light. Where do you guys want to travel next?
Where would I want to travel next? You see, like, dude, I have this thing on me, like, where it's not even I don't feel. I know I'm not in the position to be vacationing or traveling.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, can I finish my thing, dude? Before you get angry and like insert your emotions into like how I feel. I feel like I'm not in the shoes to be traveling or anything like that. So if I am going to be traveling at any point soon, it will be for content. It will be for streaming or a specific, like having to do with the channel. So for where I would want to go next for the channel, it would probably be, I would say Japan, but Japan like is ruined by Johnny Somali. Somewhere futuristic, like I would say China too, but I'm scared of China government. I would say Russia, but I'm scared of Russian government.
Okay, let's do content at all the places you can't do content at.
I would say Australia, but you can't smoke weed there. You know what?
Okay, the question is like, where is a place you want to travel? Content or no content?
Lebanon.
There you go.
What about you?
Jesus.
What about you?
We get it. We know that you're not in a space to do that kind of shit.
What about you?
I would say Japan too. Or no, well,
really?
Thailand too. I really want to go to Thailand.
A lot of people have been asking me to go stream in Thailand.
I want to go to Thailand. Get some real Thai food. See the elephants.
You know how we think about like traveling to India, how like our stomachs would have to get used to it? I kind of have the same conception about Thailand. Like our first week there is going to be rough, I feel like. No?
I want to go to Australia too. That's definitely a place I would love to go.
What would you like to see?
I've always just wanted to go.
Really?
And especially after we saw Strick and Fran, like the beaches out there, like they look super beautiful.
You see, the reasons why I would want to go to Australia is not the beaches. The reason why I would want to go to Australia is they have the giant rock in the middle. They have like, I think it's like in the middle of the continent, but like they have this like giant like mountain rock that's just in the middle of the country. They're like, they can't really explain why it's there, but a lot of people like hike up it or climb it. I think it would be kind of cool just to go there.
It's also on the other side of the world too, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
In general.
Oh, that is. What about Lebanon? No, it's still
I don't know
also
how
pretty
close
far.
It is. Yeah, New Zealand's literally like the opposite of us, I believe, and then it's Australia too.
I would just want to experience Japan. Like Riley watches this channel called Ordinary Adventures, and they're usually like a Disney channel, but they went to Japan recently just for 3 days, and they were like, they were like wishing they had more time the whole time. And anytime I think about Japan, my reference point for some reason, even after watching all the streams and all this content I've seen, my reference point to Japan is King of the Hill. when they go to Japan and Bobby gets left alone and he goes to the arcade and he's like doing the dancing thing. That's what I think of Japan, is like a bunch of lit ass arcades, a bunch of futuristic fucking billboards and shit. Like I think it'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to check it out.
But also, you know what's funny is after the Johnny Somali thing, if you guys don't know who it is, it's like the streamer who went to Japan. He's been incredibly disrespectful. He just got arrested. He might be spending the next 3 years in jail because of the things he's done in Japan. He's a complete shithead. But due to him doing all the stuff he did, recently Japan enacted a new law basically saying that if you're filming in public, unless you have the person next to you's permission to be in your video, you have to blur their face out. Like, it's just a part of the law. There's no public filming like there is in Los Angeles. And a lot of other like Japanese vloggers that I watch, or people that vlog in Japan, they're doing that. They blur everyone out in the background. We were watching the Ordinary Adventures vlog the other day that just came out like a week ago. They didn't blur anyone out. And it's kind of funny. Like, they don't have to, but they're also nice. They're not like toxic or trolly.
Yeah, they're like literally
super nice.
Yeah, they're super kid friendly. I feel like they don't even like really cuss. They drink though. They
drink, but they don't cuss at all. They never say, they say cute. They don't say like any curse words. But I would say like Lebanon or Japan or Australia. Okay, what was so you said that was like the easy, not easy, but like chill question. Let's take it up a notch to medium.
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm worried.
Let me see.
Oh God, can I choose one?
What's one thing you've learned from each other that's really helped you out in life?
That should have started off as a nice one. That's still nice. It's not even medium. What's one thing we've learned from each other that helps us out in life? You go first.
I would say that Yuri has taught me to not take everything personally. And even though I still have to like work on it, I do feel like I have gotten like a lot better with like not thinking that it's like everything's like a personal attack. Like in every situation, like not everybody's against me or the situation's against me in general. Like just take it easy on yourself and like not overthink it.
Yeah, you get
like I overthink it where it's like I think it's like just so personal.
You get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed, but that's definitely something Yuri's taught me.
The things that Riley has taught me is, I would say, well, I think you're like still teaching me every day, which is like, I'm glad that we're together. Is like, if it wasn't for Riley, it's like the fact that I live with a person who likes to wake up early and likes to be productive and likes to be busy and do all these things. It's like, that keeps me busy too. You know, it's like, if
I'm motivating.
Yeah, you're motivating. Like if you were sleeping until noon like I did, imagine, like that'd be shitty as hell. But I'm waking up like, oh, what time is it? And you're like already like, oh, I walked beans and had coffee and did the dishes and then I'm like,
clean downstairs.
And I'm like,
I went to the gym.
Yeah, I'm like, and it makes me feel shitty. I'm like, God damn it, like I could be doing so much more.
No.
So I feel like I appreciate that of you, and it makes me.
But we motivate each other too, because the things that I don't want to do, you motivate me to do, and the things that you don't want to do, I like to. Like it's like we like to do the opposite thing, so it's like.
Yeah.
It is helpful. Where we can like see each other like, oh, okay, like that is like a good trait that one another has.
Yeah, I agree. All right. What's another one?
Okay, let's see. I like this.
Really?
It's kind of fun.
I wish you pre-chose the question so there's not too much like awkward silence.
Sorry
guys. Let's see. Riley's choosing it. Okay, so Riley had posted this thing on Instagram earlier today, like questions and answers, and so she's choosing some questions right now.
Does streaming ever exhaust you to the point of regret? Like, what do you mean by that? That's kind of like regretting streaming in general. Like, I should have never done this.
Well,
or I regret like going on live right now.
Well, I regret drinking that Four Loco. That's what I regret, you know. But like, The only time I could see that applying to me is after I did the fucking the both workout streams. Every workout stream, the next morning I wake up, I'm like, I feel like I got hit by a car. I'm like, dude, is this worth it? Like, why did I do this? I'm like, I just feel like hella stiff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, like, what the fuck? But it's not really like I'm like I regret it. I'm kind of like feeling the repercussions of the shit that I did on stream. But I think I don't know. For sure, like the 30-day stream, like once we were reaching the end of it, the last week, we were like, dude, we don't even have the energy, like mental energy to even be on stream anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I was feeling.
I think, yeah, I don't regret being on streams or anything, but I do regret sometimes the way I react.
Same.
Just like.
And honestly,
yeah, I don't know.
That's why
I've definitely like done a lot of stupid shit, gotten too lit, overreacted, cried too much, got mad over a stupid situation where it's like, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I had that because it makes me not ever want to do that type of shit again. Like, ever since the 30-day stream, I really have kind of stepped back from like the streaming shit, and I feel like way better, and I feel like it has helped like a relationship and stuff. So it's just like kind of learning yourself through your mistakes, and unfortunately all my shit's like on a camera and like on live, but
not all,
a lot of it,
not a lot, which is everything that's happened on camera is on
well,
camera.
yeah.
But you lived the whole life.
Well, we did a
before.
whole 30-day stream where like
Yeah.
a lot of shit was on
It's
camera.
only a month out of our whole
But that's crazy.
years of living.
Not a lot of people do that.
What I was gonna say is Riley and I sometimes argue about this. We're not argue, but like I'll be like trying to show her or edit footage, and you're like, oh, I don't like watching myself. I don't want to hear this because it's cringy. I don't want to listen to this because I might be a little bit too lit or sounding funny. But one thing I've learned from editing my own vlogs is that's like, even if you're not even posting the vlogs, guys, like it really helps with your like self-perception or like self-awareness, and also your vocabulary, where like when I just started, even like now, like as I'm talking, I feel like sometimes I'm doing such a good job talking, you know, like, oh, Yuri, you're kind of lit, but you're able to, you know, talk so well. But then I'll rewatch and be like, bruh,
Yeah.
I'm saying like every other word. I'm saying it's the, you know, like I'll repeat certain words so many times it sounds like cringy or like makes me sound stupid. And that's one thing that I always tell you, like, it's good to rewatch your shit, because it's one thing to be like, oh, I know I fucked up, I don't care, like I don't want to rewatch it because I already know I fucked up, I don't need to rewatch it. But it's like, it's good to rewatch it so you can see your physical triggers and like how you start acting, and like how, like why you start, you know, reacting a certain way, and then next time it starts happening to you, you're like, oh, I'm doing the same thing again, let me catch myself right now, you know. So I don't know, like I one thing I for sure noticed is like, if you watch my old vlogs, like I would repeat the same words over and over and over again, and it's not until you edit your like 30th vlog where you're like, bruh, I'm tired of hearing this. I can't even imagine how the audience feels like if I'm fucking sick of hearing myself say the same thing over and over again, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Like when I started doing the timestamps and I was like forced to listen, I was like, oh my god.
But then
but it does motivate you like to do better the next
because
episode.
it's easy to ignore it and be like, oh, like I don't want to hear it, like whatever. But the next time you go on, you can do the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
But if you're able to like fucking sit through the awkwardness and be like, oh,
The
I
cringe.
can't believe I sounded like that, next time you really are motivated to not sound like that at all anymore, you know?
Yes. What?
All right, Riley's looking for another question to answer right now as well. I'm gonna steal some of your water while you're doing that. So now we've gone past the medium. Let's go to straight up toxic.
There's really not.
Can I see? Let's just pick a random one. A lot of them are random. Well, not even a lot, but like there's just the first ones I read. Are you guys ever coming back down to San Diego? IRL stream out here would be fun.
I'm down. I love San Diego.
I'd be down as well. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years is crazy. That's so old.
Not only that, but like guys, if you asked me in 2018, like when I was 18, 19 years old, what I thought I was going to be doing 10 years in the future, I would have never guessed ever that I'd be working for a hip hop platform. That I would have never guessed I'd be a live streamer. I was never even watching live streams a long time ago. I knew about them for a long time, but I was never into it. Like, there was a lot of things that I would have never even guessed I would even got into. You know what I mean? Like, and even I was telling Riley, I was talking to one of my friends, like childhood friends, the other day, like just yesterday, like last night, and we were just like catching up. I was like, he's like, "How are you doing?" I was like, "How are you doing?" Like, what are you up to? And since the time I've known him past high school, he's got into like 5 different businesses that. Each one of the businesses are like things that he would have never expected. Even when he was telling me he was getting into these businesses, I'm like, what? I'm like, you're doing this? He's like, yeah, like it just the way, like this connection and like it just kind of makes sense. Like this opportunity unfolded. So he's like, I'm doing this now. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing this. It's just like in life, shit like that kind of happens. You know what I mean? Like where if you get like some clutch opportunity or like if you see a door open, like you might just take a door that you would have never expected. So it's like hard to say where are you going to be in 10 years because we're not on like a 10-year plan here, of any sort.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who's your favorite? I'm just picking the first ones I see. Who's your favorite princess Disney Pixar movie? Oh wait, who's your favorite princess /
What's your favorite Disney movie?
But it starts with who's.
Okay, so who's your favorite princess / what's your favorite Disney movie?
Pixar movie.
Or Pixar movie. Mm-hmm. My favorite princess?
I don't have one.
Is Ariel.
Why?
I just love her.
She has red hair?
She's just cute. She's adventurous. She like went away from she did her like own thing just like from her sisters where all her sisters did the same shit.
Oh, she did like individualistic shit. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember the story like that, but I guess.
I mean, she kind of did give her voice to like meet a guy.
I don't have a favorite
but favorite movie, Disney movie is either Mulan or Aladdin.
Riley and I kind of like argue about this sometimes. When I say argue, I'm not saying like we're like yelling. I'm like we're like. We can't seem to find a middle ground, but I always tell Riley that one of my favorite movies, I'm not sure if it's Disney or Pixar, I think it's Pixar, is WALL-E. It's such a good movie. It's like it literally I'm not scared for people to call me a pussy. I cried. I cried when I first saw WALL-E. I watched it by myself and I cried. And I bet you if I watch it again, I'll cry again. It's such a good movie.
I was never into it.
And every time I bring up the movie WALL-E to Riley, she's like, it's so boring. Like, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, how?
I literally tried to like watch it so many times and
What do you mean by so many times?
I tried to watch it twice and I could not get into it. I fell asleep both times. A sweep? Fell asleep.
I always tell Riley, like, dude, can you please just give it a third chance and watch it with me? And she's just like, I don't like that movie. It's boring. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, it's so good. WALL-E. But also, dude, I have to say this.
WALL-E.
I gotta say this. This is years before TikTok, before Vine, before Instagram. In middle school, I still remember to this day, in middle school, I had a PE class, right? And we were going around the PE class in the locker room, like, we're like talking about favorite movies and shit like that. And they're going like, saying all these different movies. And I had just watched the movie Surf's Up. And I was like, they're like, yo, Yuri, what's your, what movie you fuck with? I was like, Surf's Up is a good movie. And they're like, oh, kid, like, well, of course, like, what are you watching that with your mother? Like, and they were like roasting me for fucking with Surf's Up.
Surf's Up was funny as hell.
And I was like, dude, Surf's Up is such a good movie, especially when you're like at that age. You know what I mean? Like when you're like, I don't know, like around becoming a teenager or some shit like that.
You're
I feel
so
like
little.
But I really fucked with the movie, and I got roasted for it. But nowadays, like, Surf's Up gets so much kudos. Like, they always, like, will replay, like, there'll be, like, on TikTok or Instagram, like, little clips of Surf's Up going, like, legendary film. Like, people didn't even understand this at the time. Or something, like, cringy shit like that. I'm like, bro, that was such a good movie.
No, Surf's Up was funny.
It genuinely was. I fuck with it.
So was Aladdin and Mulan. They're both funny as hell.
Mulan or Mulan?
Mulan.
Okay.
Not Moana.
Moana. Someone said, I left my 3-year relationship for a girl I dated before the 3-year relationship, but now
what?
I want her back. It's over with.
Yeah, over with. You fucked that up.
Yeah, you fucked that up.
She is not gonna want to be the second choice.
And also...
So wait, you were with a girl before, and then you got into a relationship with this other girl for 3 years, and then...
No, I left my 3-year relationship. He was with a girl for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He left that girl for a girl he's dated before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now he's trying to get back.
That's exactly what I just said.
He's trying to get back with the 3 years.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's over with. I'm just thinking about from my shoes, if I was dating, if Riley left me 3 years in going, I'm getting back with my ex, and then after getting back with your ex, you fucking said like, oh, I miss you.
Fuck no.
I'd be like, what? No. I'd be like, fuck yeah. I'd be like, hell to the no, dude.
That sucks.
Yeah, you didn't get a reply.
Dang.
It would be talked about on Reconnected.
Okay.
As a redacted.
Ew.
That's what would happen. Likewise, right?
Yeah.
That's gross. No, yeah, it's over with, bro. There's no way it's gonna work out.
You learned your lesson. Don't do it again.
There's another question that says, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Do you think you'd ever be where you guys are when you first met?
No. Definitely not.
Definitely not too. Honestly, dude, like, it was so weird. Like, Riley and I first met, the world was normal, right? Just two single people, like saying hi, like dating and shit, and then, or not even dating, kind of just like met each other, and then we really liked each other. Come visit once, normal world. Come visit twice, boom, fucking shut down, catastrophe, apocalypse, everyone doesn't move, don't even fucking touch your mother. Like it turned like instantly COVID, level 100 on our like third time seeing each other.
Yeah. So sometimes I wonder, like, I don't even know. I don't think we would have moved in with each other like so fast if it wasn't for COVID.
100%.
Like, I think we would have like kept it long distance, and who even knows would have like if we would have lasted, because it would have been hard to like date like that.
Yeah. Well, what's like makes me feel better sometimes is like sometimes I'll hear like people talk about relationships, and they'll be like talking about people who are in relationships and they've been together for like years, but they don't live together, right? And the person will always be like, oh, you really want to test your relationship? Like live together for a year and see what happens. But Riley and I, like due to COVID, and like it had to not due to, we used COVID as an excuse, to be honest, but like we just really liked seeing each other. We liked hanging out, and then she was visiting me. COVID happened, and it was like, boom, no, you can't go to work, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do nothing. And Riley,
and I was living with my aunt at the time too, and she has a daughter who was younger and stuff too, and she was like hitting me up like, is it okay if you could stay there a couple more days, because like we don't know what's going on, like how serious this shit is or whatever. And you were like, and we were both like, yeah, let's go. But at first I was like, fuck, like what if something happens, like we serious. Like really no, like what if we end up like not liking each other, like eventually, like after a couple of days, like living, like that's what I like, like how you just said, like it's a test to like live with each other. You really thought that? I was like, what if like we really get fucking annoyed with each other and it's all bad? But it ended up working out perfectly. So the only thing I was a little nervous at first. I was like, I don't know, this is kind of crazy. I was happy as hell, but I was also happy too, because like it was like so fun and fresh, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's for sure like just one of my like I've said this before on 10 Talks, but my funniest memories of that time is because we Riley and I lived in, so we had a roommate situation with this couple who also lived with us. It was like a guy and a girl who were in a, they were in a relationship, and it was a 2-bedroom apartment, but it was a 1-floor, like we have a 2-floor. It was like a 1-floor, 2-bedroom. So living room and 2 rooms, and the rooms were on opposite sides of the hallway. So you could damn near fucking hear everything that goes on in each room. But we lived in that situation for a minute, and I forgot the whole like point I was getting to, but like it was like kind of like interesting, like just like being a part of that. Like I don't know, it was like we were squished. Like we didn't have any. Now you can go to the other room, you can go to the living room. Like we were in the same room together the whole time as well. And here's what I was gonna say is like the funniest memory is the room I had also was like, dude, it was smaller than this room. Like there was no space. All I had space for was a small table to have my computer and a bed.
and you open the door and there's nowhere to go except the bed. You know what I mean? Like you either lay down on the bed or sit on the bed, or you like go on there's like no space in the room. And Riley and I would spend a lot of time on the bed, just like, you know, watching TV or some shit like that. And there was hella moments where I would genuinely have to go pee. You know, I would go use the restroom, come back, and then I would lay down, get comfy, and I would have to like, I would feel a huge fart coming on, and I'll be like, ooh, I'll be like in my head thinking, oh, it's weird if I go back to the bathroom right now because I just took a piss. She's gonna be like, where are you going? So I would have to like hold in farts and then wait like 10 minutes to be like, oh yeah, I kind of gotta go pee again. And I would go to the bathroom, pretend to pee just to fart.
Oh my God.
And I was doing that like the whole like beginning of our relationship. I was like hiding my farts and like going to the bathroom to fart. And then after a certain point, I just let it rip. I was like, fuck it, dude.
I'm comfortable now.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't care anymore.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But I remember I used to fucking, it was treacherous. Babe, sometimes I'd be like, you and me, we'd be watching a movie, like you'd be like chilling, having a great time. I'd be like, oh my God.
Dying,
like holding in like a gnarly fart. Like, dude, if this shit slips right now, this could be so bad. Even if like the room is so small, it's gonna get instantly hotboxed.
Ew. Hell yeah, it will.
That's basically what it was, bro. That shit was so crazy. But okay, should we do one more?
Yeah, last one.
All right, let's do one last one, and then we're gonna do the Patreon shoutouts. Hold on, let's do this really quick. Okay, let's choose just a random one. We might have to do two. I don't know what this one is. It says, have you guys watched live action One Piece Netflix? If so, did you guys like, dislike? Okay. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to click on that. We did. We watched episode 1. I am a huge One Piece fan. I read a bunch of the books, and I started watching a little bit of the show, but I read more of the books than I did the show. But I'm a huge One Piece fan, but I haven't got to the end because it's still going to this day. It's the longest running series. I don't have enough time in my day, bro, but I am a big fan. But when the thing came out, the live action, I was like, babe, let's check it out. So we watched it one day while we were doing laundry. We were like folding laundry while watching it.
Yeah.
And the whole time, I had to keep like interrupting and like pausing and going like, babe, they're like, you know, it's like they're kind of fucking it up. Like, it's true, like this does happen, but it happens later. And I was like telling Riley, like, it's the real story, but it's not exactly how it happens in the book. It's like they're overlapping shit or making shit more dramatic or something like that, right. You know? But I thought it was pretty cool. It's very like over exaggerated, you know, kind of like PG, I guess you could say. Like they're like, hey, hi, but there's dark themes in it. You know, there's drinking, death, fighting, shooting. You know, there's like a lot, robbing.
I think the main character, Luffy, is the most corniest one out of every single one.
Yeah, he is corny.
I don't know. I just hate I hate the like new like live action movies that like remakes that they're doing because it just like it doesn't hit like at all.
Every time it kind of misses. But I'm not
every single time.
I'm not gonna lie. If you actually read the book, Luffy or Luffy, like in One Piece, he's just like the main character in a lot of other animes or books where they're super charismatic. They're like every time in the book or the anime, they're like the dude in the room to be like, "Hey guys, that's wrong. I would never do that." Like, you know, they're like hella dramatic and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he is kind of like the way he was in the live action is almost kind of how he would be in person. Like he's supposed to be super like damn near like, you know, just unaware of how fucking charismatic he is. You're like, bro, like relax, dude. Like
there's a way to do that though without being like, I don't know.
I know what you mean.
Corny.
It's corny. It's corny for sure.
It's not even like he's just extra and like he's just like the annoying extra person. Like it's just like he's just being extra because he's trying to be the anime character. But when you have to make it your own.
I feel you. Oh, you know? I know what you mean. Like where like the live action has to be the same but different. Mm-hmm. Where you're like, I appreciate the live action for this character.
It's inspired by.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Hey, but speaking of live action, one thing that I had Riley watch with me is like an animated series that Riley would never watch if it was not for me like trying to force her to watch it type shit. But it was Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you said you liked it at the end, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
It was actually pretty good. There's like a lot of filler episodes of just like pointless shit, but there's a lot of like wisdom and like cool stuff that happens in the shows that I feel like is pretty sick. But they tried to do M Night Shyamalan tried to do like a live action movie of it a long time ago in like 2008. It was shit. It was completely terrible. No one fucked with it. It was completely ass. I never even watched it. I knew it was gonna be ass from the beginning, but apparently their Netflix has been working on a live action Avatar: The Last Airbender series, and they're actually working closely with the people who actually made the fucking first animated series. So they're trying to be like as close to the book and as close to, you know, what the actual creator wanted it to, you know, be perceived as. So they're making it seem like they're putting in the work to make it better compared to whatever the fuck the other one was. But also, the live action animated series was scheduled to release, I think, around the same time as the movie. They didn't even know of one another, but then the movie dropped. The movie did terrible, and the Netflix people were like, "Oh, we're gonna hold off on this shit because there's such a bad taste in people's mouths over this live action Avatar thing." So they gave it some time, and now it's finally released. So we haven't watched it yet. I think we'll give our reviews next week. I'm excited to check that out.
Me too. And when Yuri and I first watched the Avatar series, Yuri was like, "Oh, they're supposed to make the live action one on Netflix, blah blah blah," and we were looking up. And I remember it saying November 2023, and I was like, that's so far away. And now it's like out. And so it's like kind of
Isn't that
crazy? Because there was like nothing about it out. Like it was like kind of hard to get any information about it.
Yeah, when Riley and I finished Avatar, I was like showing it to Riley, and we were like thinking like, damn, that's going to be a minute. Like, forget about it type thing. We felt the same way about Game of Thrones. What's it called? House of Dragons. Guess what's coming very soon, guys? When?
Next month. Or next year.
What?
I don't know. I think the spring.
Oh, that still feels like a minute.
Probably like March.
But next spring is coming the next season of House of Dragons, which House of the Dragons, which is like, it's been so long that I've almost kind of forgotten, but I never thought I'd be a fucking fan of Game of Thrones or House of Dragons, but it honestly sucks you in, bro. It's like, it's such a cool escape from reality where you're watching it, all of a sudden you're like sucked into this medieval family.
For real, you feel like you're part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Full of incest and fucking dragons. Yeah, a lot of that shit. Just like people fucking one, their family, like siblings over. I don't know. Shit's crazy. But either way, guys, I think that's about. Oh wait, hold on. Before we wrap this up here, we have to do this. Guys, we officially have members here on this channel, so we gotta give a huge shout out and thank you to all of our members right now, guys. Huge round of applause and thank you. We're gonna be doing this every episode from now on. Huge shout out to Ayazi, Aaron, Hinohosa, Popo, Paul Pokes V. I don't know how to say the name, but shout out to Popo, Blue Strip Fiend, NIQ, Christian Mendoza, Unequaled Ethan, Skater Late, Hella Crisp, Jug Zeus, and Cards. We appreciate you guys so much for becoming members of this channel, supporting what we do here, and helping us grow, man. We appreciate you guys so much, man, because we would not be able to do the things we do without you guys' support. So we appreciate you guys so much, man. We're probably going to wrap up the show here. Like I said, I 100% regret drinking that for Loco. I know a lot of people are going to be upset that I'm not going to be able to finish it, but if I finish that, I will be pulling a Salmon Andy, like drinking, throwing up, drinking. I can't, bro. I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. I ain't the guy. Who can do it?
You ain't it.
I ain't. Well, thanks, babe. That's hella rude.
No, I ain't it either.
Yeah, you are. You're it.
Not for the Four Loco challenge. And neither are you.
Yeah, I can't handle it, bro. It's way too much, man. But either way, we appreciate you guys so much, man. We're going to wrap up the stream here. Potential after show, depending on how we feel, bro. We feel super exhausted and lit. But either way, appreciate you guys so much, man. If you guys can, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub.
Yes.
We are officially at 1,145 subscribers. We appreciate you guys so much. And also, once again, huge shout out to all the members, man. We appreciate you guys so much. We're going to wrap it up here. Everyone, have a good night. Have a good rest of your Sunday. And have a good start to your week as well. We'll see you guys either during the after show or tomorrow.
Let's go.
Everyone, have a good night, guys. Peace.
Have a good night. Bye.
Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in